Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay Marie and today it is a beautiful day in New Hampshire. It's actually so warm outside. It's about 55 degrees and that is it's practically summer. I mean, if you're watching from like California and it's like 70 degrees all the time or 80 degrees, like maybe this is not summer to you, but it's so nice outside and I'm just chilling at home in my sweats, trying to plan a day out. Maybe I'll go for a walk. Maybe I'll go grocery shopping. But I really felt the urge to put on makeup, but more importantly, talk about it. And it made me just so excited to turn on the camera, lay out all my makeup, and just talk to you about how I got this look today. This is my kind of a go-to makeup non-makeup look. It's more of the look that you go for if you're not wanting to try to look like you're wearing any makeup, but you still want to wear makeup, if that makes sense. I think that everyone should have this kind of a look in their skincare regimen to give your skin a break, because we're piling on high coverage makeup like almost every day. If you do, we have a work look, we have a going out look, we have a wedding look, we have prom look, we have a date look, we have all these looks lined up that you're probably piling on primer and foundation and concealer and bronzer and blush and powders and everything. So I like a look like this that uses very simple ingredients, like I'm baking a cake. Very simple steps is what I meant to say. Very simple steps in a regimen that makes it look like you're not wearing makeup, but you are, and it makes it look more fresh and natural. So we're gonna get into that today. But one main thing of how I got this look is my skincare. I'm planning on doing a whole skincare routine video in the future of what products I use, why I use them, and how they really help me and like my routine I do in the morning and at night. So stay tuned for that. But on days like this, like my day off, like I mentioned, on my days off, I like to experiment with looks. But some days like this, I like to take the time and really nurture my skin with nice and good ingredients, as well as give it a break, give it a natural kind of a look while still wearing makeup, because sue me, I like wearing makeup. But one thing I like to use on a day like this is an essence. This one is from Caudalie. It is the Vino Perfect Essence. It's a big glass bottle. You don't need a lot. I put it in my hand and I tap it on my face and it just soaks into my skin. And an essence is great for when you want the ingredients in your serums and your moisturizers and your oils to really just soak in, and just like, it's like a multivitamin. Like, well, your serums are like a multivitamin, but this really helps everything get into your skin nicely. And I really love it. I notice that when I don't use it, I miss it. And when I do use it, I'm like, I really missed it. And I can't stop using it once I start. And I try to make it a point to use it like every other day, because that's how much I love it. And this is my second bottle, I believe. And you don't use a lot. I've only used this much. I've had it for a couple months. Okay. Next thing I would use is a serum. This one's by Elemis. Find a serum that's good for you, of what you're looking for in a serum. Some people like it for like smoothing, resurfacing, that kind of situation. Mine is the Dynamic Resurfacing Serum. This one really helps cell turnover, with clearing up your skin, stuff like that. I had bad pores on my nose and on my cheeks, and this really helps shrink them up, so I love that. I put this one up here just because I broke it. And I didn't want it spilling all over the place, but this one's from First Aid Beauty. This is the, oh my gosh, I've used it so much I can't even read what was on here, but I can take, it says hypoallergenic serum, and this one is great for sensitive skin like myself. I find that oils really help with the treatment of your skin. Even if you have really oily skin, they say you should use an oil to help balance the oils, because your body's producing oils if you're not getting enough. So if you put an oil on your skin, A nice one like this will help prevent extra oils for coming out. Okay. And then I go in with a moisturizer and an SPF. This moisturizer I used today was the Elemis Superfood Day Cream, and I matched it with the Aveeno Positively Mineral Sensitive Skin in SPF 50. I put these together because you should always wear SPF when going out, or even right now when the sun's hitting me from my window. You just want to protect your skin at all costs, okay? So use those. And then I go in with an eye cream. You want to bring your eye cream down here and then around your eye area, even up here. I didn't know that before. I always just put it like underneath my eye, but I was told to bring it around here. But I like to use the e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream. This is so good. Doesn't have a smell. I'm running out. It's like 10 bucks. And I wake up feeling like my eyes feel so soft and soothed, and it's just really refreshing. So I like those. Again, I'm going to be making a in-depth skin routine kind of video. Those are just the products that I would recommend if you really want to enhance your makeup to make it look even more fresh. Okay, if that makes sense. Of you want a fresh facing natural look, you want to make sure your skincare matches that. Okay, so usually when people want a no makeup kind of makeup look, they just pop on a BB cream and call it a day. Not me. I like to use a BB cream. I like to use, oh, it's actually a CC cream. This one right here. I could not tell you the name. I will butcher it. It's Eborian. It's from Korea. It's a Korean skin therapy. You can get it at Ulta online, or at Sephora, and at Sephora actually. Both. But I got this one during the 21 Days of Beauty sale at Ulta. They had it like half off. It is a pricier one, but what's really great about this, that I really like about it, is it comes out white. I'll show you. It's white. It looks like just a lotion, but as your skin temperature reacts with it, it turns color. And it looks like it just seeped into my skin, but it actually turned, if you looked at my hand, you can't really catch it on camera, but it actually turned into a color, and it matches my skin tone like perfectly. So if you found a BB cream or CC cream, it's more of a light coverage lotion kind of a tinted moisturizer that you like, go for that one. But I do enjoy this one. I will be repurchasing this one. I ran out. That is one that I actually really, really adore. So when I use that, I do have some bits of acne on my skin right now. I go in with a concealer that matches my skin tone. This one is from Maybelline, is the Fit Me Concealer in Fair, number 10. I will just put that on my skin of where I want to have a little bit more coverage, and I will blend it in with this brush here. It is the IT Cosmetics All Over and Precision brush. There's two ends. This is the All Over and the Precision, and I'll just buff that in right there. Now I use this, and you can still see, it's not the best, it's like coverage wise, you can still see your acne poking through. I like it because it makes it more neutral. You don't just see a red spot. It neutralizes it, and you can still see it. And honestly, that's probably your best bet when wanting to cover up acne. You want a little to show through so it can heal. Okay, that's honestly the best advice I can give in that situation. With under eye, I have like kind of a cocktail that I make to brighten up my under eye in the best way. So first I go in with this Kapari Starry Eye Balm, and it's this balm right here, like this, and it's this kind of like a Vaseline feeling kind of a balm. And I put that on my fingers, and then I take this guy right here. This is the Catrice Camouflage Cream Wake Up Effect, and it's more of a salmon tone. And you take that on your fingers, mix the two, the balm and this together, and I tap it underneath my eyes and in the inner corners, because this cream right here cancels out dark circles and dark imprints on your eye from when you are tired and you want to look refreshed. This is my go-to right here because it looks so natural, and because you can still see what's underneath your, like you still see your skin is what I mean to say. You're putting this on, you want it to do something. I'm not saying that, but I mean, you put them together and it looks just so natural. That's what I like about it. If I want it to be more brighter, because this is great, this will cancel out anything, but to brighten that area, I go in with this ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I need another one. You can see it's almost gone. I adore this stuff. It was in the top for my 2019 favorites video, my first video I made. If you haven't checked that one out, go check that one out. I'd really appreciate it. But this one was on top running. This one's a little thicker than the one I mentioned in that video, but I bring it under my eye, and this one's so brightening. You see, you want it just a little bit lighter than your actual skin tone, and it just brightens up that area and it buffs out so nicely. And I go in with this brush right here to buff out my concealer right underneath. This one is the IT Cosmetics brush. Wow, I'm really bad with my brushes because I must love this one because I can't even think of the number, but it's the concealer brush right here. And I believe I got this one on sale at Ulta when they have their 21 Days of Beauty. I plan on doing a video when the next 21 Days of Beauty comes out. I want to do a video where I can tell you what I would recommend buying from that sale and what I'll be purchasing from that sale. Just like a gift, like a guide, like a shopping guide, if that helps. Okay. After like your base is done, you want to bring color back. So that's why I like to go in with a little bit more than just a BB cream, because you just neutralized everything and now you look like a ghost. So you want to bring a little bit color back in, make it a little bit more natural. I go in with this Milk Makeup bronzer stick. This is the little guy. This is the travel one, or the trial size that I got at Sephora. They do have a bigger one, like this big. I thought about purchasing that one, but this one is going to last me so long because I haven't even twisted up yet and there's so much product in there. But I think this is the perfect amount for just my my cheekbones and like getting those precise areas that I want. But if you want to purchase the big one, you definitely can. I think you can definitely get away with just the small one. You can get this at Sephora, like I said. But this, I like to just streak it right down there on my hollows of my cheek, on my forehead, on the jawline, screw it back up, and I'll take this brush right here. This is the Ulta Buffing Foundation brush, and I don't use it for a foundation. I just buff that bronzer in. Now, this will blend out. Like, you don't see any streaks on my face. Like, it did blend out. If actual direct contact with this or any kind of stick scares you, use this and just buff it in, because that'll work just fine. This is like a cream consistency that smooths out nicely, but it just blends out so nice that you can't tell you're wearing a bronzer. It just looks like I added just a little more color back to my face, like the shadows back. Okay, then we need a little bit more color, so we need a blush. Now, I mentioned I love Tarte. This is the Tarte Blush in Exposed. Now, when I bought this, I was like, ooh, that'll look really pretty. But then I swatched it and I'm like, that's nothing. Like, there's nothing on there. Like, what? And I'm like, that's actually really kind of perfect for a no makeup look. I use the brush from the Real Techniques Dual Fiber Face Brush. So I use this brush right here. I pop a little on just my cheeks, and you can see it just brings a nice flush back to the skin. And I just love this. It's really great for that natural look that you're looking for. Okay, now for eyes. I think we can get carried away with eyes when we're using like a regular makeup routine. So with this kind of a look, you want just the definition of your eyes and not like the color of the shadows that are you want to just define the shape, really. So first I go in with a primer. I use the Catrice Eye Foundation Waterproof Primer right here. And this one's more of a liquidy primer. As you can see, you need to set it. I find it's a little oilier. That's why I like that matte one when I don't have time, it just sets itself. But this one, I'll go in with that. And then I'll go in with this Wet n Wild Single Shadow in Brulee. This one, I believe, yeah, I hit pan on this one. I already have a backup ready to go, ready to rumble. This one right here is a nice little neutral shade, matches my skin tone very nicely. So I will put that on the top to set that primer, as well as create like a base to blend in this. So this is a bronzer from Wet n Wild. This is the Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. This is a very, very light bronzer. See, you can't even tell. But if you take your brush, this is the Sonia Kashuk blending crease brush. I'll take this and I'll just bring it into the crease right here, and you can see there it just defines the shape of your eye, makes them look bigger, makes them look a little more natural and seamless. I do enjoy that. And then sometimes I'll bring it down here, the corner and the outer corner and the lower lash, just to bring that look together and just all scoped out. And to make it just a little brighter in that area, I will go in with the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I will swatch it with my finger and just tap it on the lids just to give it a little more of a definition. You want just that high point of shine. And I'll take a little extra and just wipe it on my face to get a little glow right there. So no streaks, no powdery residue. You just have this nice little sheen going. After that, I will curl my lashes, and I go in with a mascara that is brown. When I want a natural look like this, I'll go in with a brown one because I find that to be a little bit more like effortless, I find. Because if you wear black when you're trying to do a no makeup look, it looks like, if I have brown hair or you have blonde hair, my lashes aren't black, they look brown. So I go with this CoverGirl fiber lash. This is a very weird brush and it takes practice. This one there's like a flat side of the brush right there, and then you flip it and it turns like you get the spikes, the pegs. Fiber mascaras are very hard to use if you don't practice. So I like to go in with the flat side, get the product on, and then twist it to get the fiber sides, and then really just lengthen those lashes with those fibers. I wouldn't wear this going swimming because the fibers will come off, or if you're going to be exercising or going out somewhere that you're going to be like high activity, because if the fibers fall. I haven't had them fall on my cheeks though, but they will get in your eye if you're like in the water or that kind of thing. But for a look, just as a look, if you're just having a hangout kind of a day, this is a great one. And like I said, it just takes practice. When I first started using it, the fibers always got in my eye. I really had to practice and like letting the product set before I blink, or getting the fibers where I want them to be. They're all clumped at the bottom, and that was my problem. I really had to push them up. And so really practice with this kind of a wand and pushing those fibers right up to the top. So you can see it brings them up really high, and those are all like the fibers making it longer. Brows. I did do my brows today. My brows are naturally bushier. If you saw my past videos when I get ready with me, they are naturally fuller. I just take the pencil that I use, it's over there, the CoverGirl pencil, and I'll literally just define the bottom area or any area that's just missing hairs. It's just usually around the tail and the front. I don't touch the middle. When I want like a natural look like this, you can still see my skin underneath. It's not as bold as my go-to brow is. When I do like go to work, go on a date, that kind of stuff, I usually just fill in everything and go. But this one's more light. I can still see the skin underneath. And I'll go in with this gel from Maybelline. It is the Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in Deep Brown. Now I'll take this, and it's a weird kind of a brush, but you see that product right at the top, the little angle? I will stamp that on my brow and then move it to shape my brow, as well as it adds a little bit more color and a little bit more definition. Sometimes I don't even go in with the pencil, but I want to just test it out today, see how I can get a natural look with my pencil. But sometimes I'll just use this. This one's really great. You can get any drugstore or an Ulta. Now lips, finally. I usually just put on like a lip balm, but they're kind of chapped a little bit, so I put a lip balm on, and I went in with this Wet n Wild gel lip liner. I believe the color is called Bear to Comment. It's this nice little nude liner, and I use that to like add a little bit more color back to my lips. And then I top it with this L'Oreal Shining Peach Balm. And I told you this is like my go-to combination, but it makes my lips look healthy and plump and just ready to go, ready to rumble. And I didn't set it today because, like I said, you don't want a lot of powders on your face. I'm wanting a natural look. And it's just extra time. So I didn't set it today, but you definitely can if you want to. I might, if I notice some creasing under my eyes, I will put a little bit of powder, but that's basically it. I don't go around with my T-zone and powder everything because this does a great job holding its place. It's like a primer and a tinted moisturizer in one, and I really do love it. So I highly recommend this. But that is everything I used today. Let me know how you like this style of video. Very relaxed, very chill. I'm actually going to go grocery shopping soon because it is lunchtime and I'm hungry. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.